You know, it's worth talking a little bit about bankruptcy and foreclosure because a lot of times when a homeowner who has a mortgage is in foreclosure, they'll go to an attorney and they'll ask what to do, and the attorney will say, well, I can stop the foreclosure with bankruptcy. And that's really misleading because the truth is it doesn't stop the foreclosure, it just delays it. It doesn't resolve it. And so that's kind of like half the story, right? So what ends up happening is if you do that and you have bills to pay and you have a house to sustain, and for example, your washer or dryer go out, well, how are you going to get a new washer or dryer when your credit is shot from a bankruptcy? I mean, bankruptcy and foreclosure, it's essentially the same result, the same outcome, the same terrible credit, the same 7 or more years of blemish on your record. And so imagine if you have to go to the laundromat to get your kids' clothes clean because you can't afford to buy another washer. Or let's say that your refrigerator broke. What are you going to do? You can't buy a new refrigerator. You have to have cash for it. Or what if you want to rent a hotel somewhere, or if you want to take a plane to visit your mom or a relative or something, you have an emergency, or if you have to rent a car, or if you have to lease a car, you can't. These are things that really make it a very difficult inconvenience to our lives. And one of the worst things is nowadays, a lot of jobs are checking credit to determine whether they want you or not, because perhaps you're not reliable or trustworthy, or you don't know how to manage money, or you don't know how to manage yourself. And so these are the assumptions that they're making, and filing bankruptcy prior to a foreclosure is just throwing more gas onto the fire and making your life even more difficult. What I would advise is that you really look into it and determine whether that's the right move for you, and whether that's the right decision, or whether you should find another way to get out of the bankruptcy, or whether you should find another way to get out of the foreclosure.